Alright, Sagittarius, your turn for your reading for the month of October. Alright, this is a general reading, so it may not apply to all of you, but some of you feel led to it. Alright, at the bottom of the deck is Death's card. So, which it was probably Capricorn. I think Capricorn. You could be dealing with a Capricorn. Maybe an earth sign. You have the Justice card, the Five of Swords, the Emperor, the Fool, the Lovers, the Hangman, Eight of Swords, Two of Swords, Seven of Pentacles, Six of Swords, Knight of Swords, Three of Swords, Nine of Wands, Knight of Wands, Six of Wands, Nine of Pentacles, Five of Pentacles, the Moon, the Hierophant, and the Ten of Wands. Alright, so I feel like pretty good for the energy. I feel like you've been going through a lot of changes, a lot of transformation. It's funny that we had a Libra card, so you could be dealing with a Libra, like I said, someone of that nature, or you're dealing with this in your own life, balance. So I feel like balance is coming in for the month of October for you guys. I feel like you're trying to cut through things, cut through things that aren't working for you when it comes to getting where you would like to go, when it comes to, having the control of things, when it comes to, creating and manifesting a new beginning. So I feel like you're trying to balance the situation. It could be a new love, new opportunity coming to you, Sagittarius, in the month of October, and you're trying to do everything you can to withstand maybe the harsh things coming at you. Alright, so with the Lovers here, it could be a twin flame dynamic, but I'm kind of over the whole twin flame dynamic. It's just partnership, balance. So I feel like it's a lot of good energy coming to you when it comes to balancing out things. It could also be a connection that you're connected to, a Gemini possible, and a Libra. I feel like for the most part you're kind of stuck at the moment, maybe in a point in October when it comes to making a decision, like you're kind of like closed up, or feeling kind of trapped on a decision. But I feel like what's going to help you through it is changing your perspective on what it is about this connection that maybe that's what you want. Like you're looking towards a new connection with someone. It's just balancing out. Maybe it's a new connection with a Libra or Gemini possible, about how to convey your message to them, how to communicate, how to get out of this entrapment. I just feel like you're trying to do everything you can to manifest in this reality what you want. And I feel like whatever your choices are now that you're taking, it's going to foresee in this months ahead. So whatever you've been planting a seed in, it's going to, bloom into something. Whatever you're creating, whatever you're investing in, it's going to create. So if you want new love, if you want new partnerships, if you want new friendships, possibly, Sagittarius, you're creating it. You're making it happen. You're doing everything you can to communicate what it is you want. Now, there are some things I feel like you're going to have to let go when it comes to moving away to a calmer time in your life. Could possible communication, because I see like a lot of air in swords. So thoughts, strategizing, communication this month too. When it comes to communicating everything that you want. It could be someone from the past you're trying to communicate. Maybe it was, I was thinking, seeds that were sown in the past. Maybe you're trying to unravel it. Maybe you're trying to let go of not going back to it. Because I think this type of two energies were in your last reading. You know, I just feel like maybe you're in a period in time where you're trying to like purge things of the past. You know, there's an upgrade, I feel like, with the Death card. You're trying to transform into new reality. But I feel like it's the letting go process, letting go of what's not serving you, letting go of ultimately, you know, what's not bringing you happiness. And I feel like you want more of connections, you want more friendships. It's just letting go of this past energy. I feel like maybe that's why you, some of you keep going back to things or communications that sound familiar, because maybe in some way people remind you of this past person. Like I said, it doesn't have to necessarily be love. It could be just a connection, a past connection. But I'm seeing for you guys, you want more of new beginnings when it comes to connection, when it comes to friendships. And I feel like what's stopping you from making those decisions is you need to let go of the past. You need to heal from the pain of it all. Maybe there was someone in the past that was a very soul endearing, karmic person that was in your life just to teach you the lessons you need to. And I feel like in order for new things to come into your life, whether it's friendship that you're looking for, connections, love, of that, you know, this stuff needs to let go. So I feel like for the months on end, you guys have been dealing with this type of energy with the past. Like you're kind of racing back to the past. But I feel like it's more about introspection on where you've come. Maybe that's what it is. It's not about what you're planting season. It's about introspecting the steps of where you want things to go in the future when it comes to connections. So I feel like it's just really assessing what it is you want and making it into reality. Alright, so Wands. A lot of action, a lot of passion. So you could be dealing with another fire sign, I'm thinking, or maybe another Sagittarius. You want victory in the situation. But I feel like at the same time, you're guarded. You're guarded when it comes to these communications with people sometimes. Because ultimately you want the victory in a situation. Maybe with this Nine of Pentacles. You want victory in a situation, whether it's financially freedom or something. But I feel like you're in and out about maybe a past person, maybe something that happened in the past, but it's just, it's weighing you down. It's not benefiting you. And I feel like it's old people, old associations. You want that fresh communication, or it's just in that mode that I'm feeling, like you want new communication. So I feel like one of you or some of you have been feeling left out. Like something was brought to light about a connection, maybe someone in a relationship. Maybe you saw this person feel left out in the cold, like that's how you're feeling with them. So a light has been shown or will be shown about this person in this connection or marriage dynamic or your marriage or whatever. I just feel like the burden needs to be released. So I'm feeling possible burden is release of something. Something's being put down, or you're putting up walls in some way, and I think they need to be put down. So I think that's the biggest struggle. So put down the walls just a little bit. If you feel guarded, if you feel like you can't trust someone, you know, just be cautious. Especially when you're dealing with new people, new situations. You never know who has good intentions or not. I think that's finding the connection that ultimately is going to balance you out. Because maybe for some time, Sagittarius, you haven't really been feeling balanced when it comes to a connection. I know someone who has like a Sagittarius moon, and I just feel this need that they really need to connect. They do a lot of things that may seem to other people questionable, but I think a lot of the times they do it because they're just looking for that connection with people. I think that's what you need. If you haven't really found it with certain people, you need to open up. But I think there's just this need to close your walls because maybe something happened in the past that involves, a marriage situation or a relationship, or, maybe this is also saying you're in a committed relationship with someone, but at the same time, you're loyal, but like you don't want things to be brought in secrets. Maybe you think someone's being shady as fuck, or you're being shady as fuck in a relationship dynamic. Maybe you feel like they got their guard up. I don't know. It could be vice versa. You or another person feels their guard is up with you. Maybe you're holding secrets. Maybe it's just the secrets of feeling left out in some way. It could be in a relationship. You're feeling left out in a relationship. Maybe that's your fear or secrets. You don't want to be left out anymore. So that's why you create these walls. But I feel like you're doing everything you can to find that connection. But if you look at the law of attraction, anything you want to create will naturally gravitate you. You don't have to push and pull. Things will naturally come to you, especially if you have either Taurus, because I see some Earth here too, especially if you have Taurus in your sun, or, Sagittarius in your moon, or whatever, vice versa. Things will naturally come to you. All you have to do is just have the right mindset and your perspective about it. But I feel like a lot of you, you want to fit in somewhere, whether it's in a group setting, whether it's in a family dynamic. I think it's more about finding your soul tribes, finding people to communicate like-minded. So I wish you guys all the best for the month of October. Bye-bye.